What's up, guys? Derek, moreplacemordates.com. Today we're going to be talking about Jon Jones. He apparently was arrested on misdemeanor domestic violence charge in Las Vegas Friday morning. Fucking wild, and this news is sweeping the industry, essentially. We have Chael Sonnen, Jon Jones, from Hall of Fame to Hall of Shame in 10 minutes. So he was actually just getting inducted into the Hall of Fame, apparently, and then literally ends up with this misdemeanor within 24 hours. So, like Dana commented already as well. He said, obviously we'll see how this plays out legally for him and where this ends up going. It's hard to bring this guy to Vegas for any reason. The city is not good for Jon Jones, and here we are again. And he mentions when we bring him here, it's almost expected. You can't even get him in Vegas for less than 12 hours to induct him into the Hall of Fame. It's a problem. This guy's got a lot of demons, man. A lot of demons. Is it really shocking anymore? It's really not. It's become not shocking. It's almost like, uh-oh, this guy's in Vegas. What's going to happen today? You want to hope that the guy is better, and that won't be the case, but he proves that every time he comes to this town that he can't handle this place. So a lot of, news outlets and whatnot are covering this, getting reactions and whatnot. And, for me, I've kind of covered some of the Jon Jones historical drug test results and whatnot, and it has led to me being banned from his Instagram. So I can't actually see if he's posted an update or anything. But I basically found out about it by accidentally. I guess my Explore page just fucking knows I would be interested, because this popped up before I went to the gym. It said by Mark Raimondi, Jon Jones was arrested early Friday morning by Las Vegas Metro PD. A police spokesperson told ESPN Jones is being charged with battery, domestic violence, and injuring and tampering with a vehicle. More info to come at ESPN. It was at 5:45 a.m. Caesar's Palace. Cops responded to the hotel where they made contact with him. Ultimately arrested for misdemeanor domestic violence, injuring, or tampering with a vehicle, a felony. He's in Vegas because his 2013 fight against Gustafsson is being inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame. It's not the first time he's been in trouble with the law. Previously been arrested for DUI, among other crimes. The circumstances that led to the arrest are not yet clear. Story developing. Some of the comments kind of give insight into the general, perception of this situation right now. Homie went out for one day and got arrested. The old Jones is back. This... Oh my God. This isn't a new arrest. It's pulsing from his old arrest. Nothing to see here, folks. Oh my fuck. That is clever, dude. Like a bad situation, but that is really, really clever. Fuck. Oh my God, dude. It's pulsing from his old arrest. Oh fuck. Oh my God, crying laughing face. Is that a fucking tombstone, bro? It's next level. No dead emoji. Coffin. Fucking bury me alive, bro. If you know, you know, you know. Crying laughing face. This comment. This is unreal. At top MMA comment. You had me in the first half, not gonna lie. God give his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. Underrated comment. Yeah. Fuck, sorry. That one sidelined me for a sec. This might be the end of his career. That interview yesterday didn't age well. Damn, there goes the guns, Jon. Some comments in the MMA fight on SPN video, reacting to it as well. We have more comments. Jon Jones officially getting his first heavyweight arrest. This guy must really hate himself on the inside. Every time something awesome happens to him, he sabotages it intentionally. I must be a fool. I was excited and happy to see Jon upbeat. He seemed open and honest about being on a good path. We will never know, nor will he, how great he could have been. Considering even in an altered state, he's the best. Jon's latest redemption arc lasted less than a day. That's a new record. Once again, Jon Jones defeats Jon Jones via Jon Jones. So, for me, obviously Jon Jones, not the biggest fan of me, and it's not like he's my favorite fighter necessarily, but after he started working with Stan Efferding, I was like, anytime Stan works with somebody, it's great to see him get involved in a sport that I imagine, I don't know 100% how qualified all of the, obviously there are very highly specialized nutritionists in the UFC. You would be It would be ridiculous to think not, or, training specialist. But ultimately, like Stan offers a hybrid of many different facets of performance that are not limited just to the kitchen or just the gym, or like he has a lot of things he brings to the table that are very unique assets to an athlete. And once he started working with them, I was like, sort of got a little bit more on the, the bandwagon again. I was like, oh, let's see, what he can do with them, because they had high aspirations of, building up his physique to some like much higher body weight. I wanted to see how much muscle, Stan could pack on him whilst retaining, hopefully, his performance metrics or improving upon them. Like I was definitely rooting like for Stan and like indirectly Jon, I guess. Because I'm a big fucking Stan fan. I've been fan of him for years, and I promote his practices quite heavily, to be honest. Like his training modalities, or more so his diets, strategies, to be honest. But his training methodologies are obviously fucking spot on too, and they're actually in the vertical diet too, which is always like proudly featured in my video descriptions. It's always the diet model I recommend for micronutrient dense foods, whilst retaining, proper gut health, whilst being mindful of electrolyte intake, thyroid health, blah, blah, blah. All that kind of stuff is, why I link out to his diet. And I was stoked to see where they were going to take this. So I don't really know what implications this has on Jon's, like future, opportunities or whatnot. But I mean, it just sucks, man. Cause like, I can't think of a guy who's like sabotaged himself so many fucking times, who's just like such a goddamn Marvel phenom athlete. Like I'm sure there has been some, and I'm just, totally overlooking it. But I mean, it's just, the time is ticking, and it would, I don't know, like for Jon, he has like so much fucking, like he's already achieved so much. So I don't know if you can really say like he's really missed out on anything. Like he's like basically dominated his category for fucking ever. But I mean, like obviously his, career has many blemishes on it and things that otherwise kind of tarnish his reputation a bit. And, this was sort of his, like, where was the comment? Mentioned his redemption arc. Like, to me, like, this was like, this partnership with Stan and, going, against heavyweights potentially. And all this shit was just like very, very, bringing some excitement to the table, and really had me amped up to see, where things go. So hopefully this shit, I don't know how much this is going to sideline his career. But hopefully he gets his stuff resolved, dude. Like, I don't know, when you have mental issues like this and you continuously circle back to kind of certain behaviors, I don't know how like fixable that is. I don't know if that's something you can work through. I don't know if that's something that is essentially, as you lose, neuroplasticity as you get older, if that's something that just becomes fucking cemented in your psyche to a point that you can know it's very hard to deviate from your like traditional, set patterns and whatnot. But fuck, shitty situation. I don't know all the details. I just know he was arrested, the general, basically what I read to you guys is essentially all I know too. So I don't know how bad, the severity of this really is. One day Jon Jones fans will realize that he doesn't need to get his act together because his whole life is one big act. Jon Jones is a champ. He will bounce back from this. Then he will get arrested for something else much more severe. Just another addition to the Cormier roller coaster of emotion. This is the, let's see. Jones' crime is the only reason he's been a draw the last. Jones' crime, okay, I'm not even gonna read that, fuck. I don't know, man. So I don't really know what's going to transpire from this, if it's going to hinder his career in some significant aspect, some significant context, but I'm rooting for Stan and indirectly sort of want to see Stan do well via Jon. So, I don't know. I guess like fingers crossed in some aspects, but I mean, like obviously, if you guys have seen my content on Jon, you'll know my stance on some of his, like historical practices, when it comes to PEDs, the pulsing, dude, that pulsing joke, fucking money, dude. Like that's one of the comments of the year right there, to be honest. Although, perhaps, I don't know, maybe distasteful because he just got arrested, but I mean like, fuck, dude, like that was funny. That was fucking funny. So anyways, I don't know what's going to transpire from this. If you guys have any additional details, let me know in the video description below. Ultimately, I'm not really like a reporter. I'm just giving my insight on the situation, on, where I was hoping to see, this go with his integration with Stan in the mix, and seeing Stan take a what is already a phenomenal athlete and potentially turn him into like a, I don't know, multi-category hybrid fucking elite superstar, like already more of one than he is, and like push him into the heavyweight class and start nuking dudes, who knows? But that would have been, something I very much look forward to seeing matchups for Jon via Stan and seeing how that would work out. But hopefully that still happens. Hopefully this does not fuck with the, progression too much, but I don't know. It seems like he's still battling a lot of inner demons, like mentioned in the comment section too. And I don't know if you can really, move forward until you take care of that shit. So anyways, hopefully this is a smaller scale situation than it seems. Hopefully everyone is okay who is involved. Hopefully this is, more of a misunderstanding than anything. I don't know. I just want to see Jon in the heavyweight class, fighting some fuckers, and seeing Stan, at the helm, driving his, continuing to try and like push the envelope of performance in these athletes. So, and I'd love to see Stan, team up with other UFC guys too. That'd be cool to see as well. So anyways, that is my stance on the situation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. All the comments help the algorithm. They're much appreciated. Check out my blog, moreplacemore8s.com. Follow me on Instagram at moreplacemore8s, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, couple podcasts if you want to support the channel. Check out anything I'm associated with in the video description below. My TRT clinic, all telemedicine from the comfort of your own home. Get high quality medical oversight from doctors who actually understand high quality diagnostics, what kind of biomarkers you should be getting, how to interpret those, and make an individualized protocol just for you based on your own imbalances and deficiencies and specific needs, rather than a cookie cutter clinic that makes you get the same prescription as every other guy who walks in the door, even if you need it or don't need it, giving you a, TRT plus HCG plus anastrozole at a predetermined dose, regardless of what you need or don't need. We don't do that shit. We pride ourselves on educating our patients, providing high quality medical oversight, diagnostics, etc. And the pharmaceuticals are a lesser priority and are only deployed when warranted. And we make our money on the consultations and diagnostics rather than markups on medications. So that is what sets us apart ultimately, because we pride ourselves on the education side of things, sitting patients down, get a consult fee in, and then we, literally dismantle and dissect your blood work and any other diagnostics we feel justified, and make a very educated decision on, what is the appropriate action for maximizing your quality of life and health long term. / performance in some aspects, or whatever it is that you are hoping to focus and own in on. We're turnkey. We do it all, regardless if you're natural, if you're cranked out of your fucking mind. We are non-judgmental, so regardless if you're a sauce or true bodybuilder who is trying to attenuate the damage of what you're doing, or you're a natural who has no intentions of getting on HRT whatsoever, but simply want to address your blood work and make sure everything under the hood is working well, and you're not, leading a inflammatory lifestyle, or, having any notable like pre-cancerous markers, and just dialing in your cognitive performance, your physical performance. That is shit that we can definitely help with our highly qualified team of vetted doctors. So check us out. It is absolutely critical that you get a high quality doctor in your camp for long-term medical oversight. Cannot be overstated enough how important this is. So definitely check it out if you are looking for a doctor right now that is fully understanding of how to manage the human body, not just from a TRT aspect side of things, but from a broad spectrum preventative medicine standpoint. As well, Gorilla Mind, nootropic formulas, Gorilla Mode, pre-workout formulas, designed myself from scratch, recommended diet model for gaining muscle and sports performance. As mentioned, the Stan Efforting diet is going to be linked down there. Highly recommend you check it out. As well as the clothing company that sponsors me in my videos and anything else I'm associated with. It is all in the video description below. Help support me, help support the brand expansion, and it's much appreciated when you guys use my links and my codes for companies that I own or I'm associated with or whatnot. So anyways, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Talk to you soon.